Welcome to Above the Tape, an all-access FIFA podcast. My name is Davis Lauderdale, and I am your favorite director at Florida Elite Volleyball Academy, but more importantly, I am the host of this podcast. My co-host today is one of our premier coaches at FIFA. She's once again the head coach of our top 16s team. She's won multiple bids as the club coach, as well as reaching the Final Four in back-to-back years in high school. Please welcome Elyse Zapata.
Hi, Davis.
What's up? It's been a minute.
Oh, I know. It's so good to be back.
What you been up to?
Working and prepping for high school.
Fun.
I know.
Fun. So before we get started, please remember to subscribe to our podcast wherever you listen to your podcasts.
Yep.
You can also watch us on YouTube, as long as I don't mess up the video, which I have been known to do a couple of times.
Quite a bit.
A couple times. Make sure you give us a 5-star review while you're there so you don't have to have the stigma of being a hater. And as always, you can email us any questions at fivapodcast@gmail.com.
Yep.
You can even call or text me at 813-833-8746. Look at that.
I can't believe you
Top
do that.
volleyball podcast in Florida, and I'm still giving out my phone number.
I love it.
Crazy.
You're
All
so
right.
famous.
I am. So I do have a joke. It's been a while. I
there
got a
we go.
joke. Okay. What is the difference between a sock and a camera? This is such a good one.
A sock and a camera. There's a hole.
One takes 5 toes, one takes photos.
Oh, that's good. I don't know where I was going with my answer. Like the eye hole, and like holes in socks.
You get it like photos?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
I'm pretty proud of that.
Good.
Okay.
That
All
was
right.
good. I was funny earlier too, guys. Davis showed up to my house and I texted him and said, "Hey, my garage is open," because it was pouring down rain. And when he got out of the car, he said, "Davis, I left the garage open because Teslas can't park in the
Can't
rain.
get wet in the rain.
They can't get wet in the rain."
Yeah.
He's getting, like,
Almost got
electrocuted.
electrocuted out here. It is. We are dealing with some weather. We actually lost power, and I kind of had to delay a little bit. So but
It was
we
a
made
good
it.
delay.
Hopefully, we won't get struck by lightning while we're doing this.
Yeah.
So anyway, we have completed the majority of our tryouts.
Let's go. Welcome, FIFA peeps.
Which once again, not my favorite time of the year.
I love this time of the year.
I know you probably would, but not for me. Not for what I do. So we do have boys tryouts tomorrow, which by the time we air this, it'll probably be tomorrow. We have boys tryouts on Saturday, makeup tryouts coming up again on Sunday.
Yep.
If you are still looking for a team and you want to join the club where all the cool kids hang out, give us a call.
Yep.
You guys know my number. Also, you guys want to sign up for open gyms this week and next week. Some really good players showing up, like some ballers out there. So you don't have to be with FIFA to participate. We may tease you a little bit, but but no, anybody's welcome. Anybody's welcome to join. I know a lot of kids are getting ready for high school. They want to get a little bit of workout, good high level competition. So you can go to our website, fevolleyball.com, click on programs and sign up there. Super cheap, super fun. There you go.
Super simple.
Super simple. We
to
try.
do it all, get in there, get good touches.
Get her done. So anyway, this offseason has been completely crazy.
And it's only been a few weeks.
Yeah, and
that's nuts.
I've been doing this for a while now, and this has been the craziest one by a mile. It's never been anything like this.
Yeah.
I will tell you before I start going on my little rant, which I will eventually do. I'm thrilled with the level of talent we've got in. Like every club, obviously we've lost players. We've lost players on some of our top teams. Those are always tough losses. Although to me, I argue anybody's a tough loss that you really want to be a part of your club.
Of course.
And there's more than just, I care just as much about some of the girls in our 3s and 4s as I do our 1s, because at the end of the day, they're all kind of like family to me.
Yeah.
And so, hate to see them go, but I mean, some of the talent we've gotten in has been incredible.
It's been fun.
It has been, amazing. We still have some spots to fill, but like the core is there. As an example, kind of talking about our 14s team. So our 13s team, which is now our 14s team. We lost some players. That was obviously an open bid winning team. So we knew about most of them ahead of time, and I was very, 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 very nervous. At least they're going to be great.
Yeah.
They are huge. Like,
hey, that's what happens when you get an open bid too, right?
They are huge.
Brings in good talent.
So if you've seen that, anybody who's seen that team knows they're fantastic, but they're 4 foot tall.
Correct.
And there was going to come a point
where those girls couldn't be where they were.
They couldn't be in the front row anymore because they're just too small. And maybe it would, maybe it wouldn't have been next year, but it would have been eventually. Because after a while, when you start
and
getting,
we're just telling them the truth and the honest, in our opinion, unless you're going to grow,
right? Unless you're
7 inches
or touch 10 foot, that kind of thing. And so, but now they have size.
Oh, that's
everywhere.
Exciting. I haven't seen
everywhere.
I haven't even seen that.
Yeah, I mean, again, I didn't know what we were going to get coming into tryouts. You just see names, and now that my daughter doesn't play anymore, I don't know all these names anymore.
Correct.
So
he's not cool anymore.
I'm not cool anymore, and so I just kind of when they walked in, we're like, man, there's some tall girls here, like tall, athletic girls. Yeah. Now can they play volleyball? And they can. There's definitely. Kadia's got her work cut out. So Kadia's going to be the coach of that team. They are raw. They are definitely not as fine-tuned as what we had last year. But, I mean, this team is going to get better and better and better. I would say they're almost the mirror image of her 14s from last year, her current 15s.
The talent's there.
Talent is there.
Just the work
it's just going to take her some time. They may have a couple spots where it's like, we're still figuring this out, the speed of the game and, that kind of thing. But I am...
Well, they got the right woman for the job.
They do. She's going to have her work cut out for her, but I know this team's going to be humming by the end of the year. I cannot wait.
That's going to be fun. It's going to be on your watch list.
Very, very, very exciting. And then, of course, her 15s team, which was last year's 14s team. Just wait till you see their additions. We are going to be...
I heard about their additions. I heard some very good things.
Yes, we've got... I mean, they were already good. They didn't have to do anything. We didn't really, we only lost a couple girls, but I mean, what we've gained, that team is just, it's going to be fun. I cannot wait to watch that team. And then your new team.
I know, I'm super excited.
They're pretty good at volleyball.
Yeah.
I mean, no pressure, but 4 consecutive bids for that team. 2 consecutive USA bids. We just added more talent.
Yeah.
And so they're going to be awesome.
And they know, like we were talking like after tryouts and stuff, and they're like, we know it's going to be a little harder. Like, especially, I always tell people that big jump from 15 to 16, the talent, a lot of girls grow that year, like a lot. Like you don't see the same girls come in from 15 to 16s, especially if they're progressing like they should be in the off season. But I told them, I was like, it's going to be fun. It's going to be tough. We're going to challenge ourselves, hopefully get into some open tournaments and things like that, but they have the skill and they have the talent and they have the drive, most importantly. I have to say something. This team, there's not once in the years of me watching them never thought like not every player on that team doesn't give their 100%. They give
always
100%. And no matter who like new comes in to join them, that person somehow rolls with them and is like, oh, I'm giving my 100%.
Yeah, because they have no choice.
It's at everything.
Yeah, because when you see everybody else working hard, you can't be a newcomer and go halfway. You've got to go. So
I think those girls have done a great job like with new girls coming in, making them feel like, hey, we're here to compete, we're here to get better, we're here to win. And all that, they're just excited to see some really good competition this year, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun in the gym, like even scrimmage days.
I know. I'm really excited. And even like the second 16s team, they've reloaded. They lost a few, but have gained a few.
That team's a stud team, and they're tall too. They're a big group
team. Yeah. I think they're probably as big or bigger than your team.
Yeah.
And then even the third and fourth 16s team, they're all so good. And 17s may have been the best trials we've ever had. I mean, we have 4 amazing 17s teams.
That's exciting.
Boom, 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 boom. Like, I mean, I cannot wait.
That's really exciting.
It is. They are going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. I mean, all the way from Emma's team down. Everybody who walked in that gym for 17s was a great player.
Yeah.
And it's just not.
I'm excited for like their new additions for that team. And I was talking to some of the girls and all of that. And I was like, you guys excited? They're like, we are.
They filled some holes that they needed. While that was a great team last year, they did have, as you know, they had some holes.
We struggled. Everyone knows where our struggles were last year, and I think those struggles have definitely.
Oh, those. I
don't see those as being struggles anymore.
Those weaknesses have become strengths.
Yes,
and I think that's the great thing about it. So
hopefully, like now, I think they're a well balanced team.
Very much so.
Like,
yeah.
They're going to do it. There's not.
We're not going to have those weak rotations or, weaker rotations. It's going to be a strong across the board. It's going to be a lot of competition.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be awesome.
Fun for those girls. I told Fernanda, I was like, can you put me on your roster? Because I want to watch them because this is going to be fun knowing your new additions and everything.
Yeah. I'm really, really excited about that.
So just, I'm just letting you know now, Davis, you're going to have to add me.
The tournament, yeah.
Right.
Well, I'm working on the schedule, so we'll see what we can do. It's going to be
help?
This schedule. Yeah, you can do it if you want. It's so hard this year because for those of you who don't know, ASICS, their Florida Regional Qualifier, has moved to Easter weekend for next year.
Messed up.
And there are like 7 other qualifiers on that weekend. We all know Easter weekend is not for Easter. Easter weekend is for volleyball and for out-of-state volleyball for us. It's always been Chicago or Atlanta.
Yeah.
But not this year. This year we're going to be in the lovely city of Orlando, Florida for Easter weekend, which really throws a wrench into all the other tournaments that
it
we're going
does.
to do.
But you know what? Like, this is the mom out of me. I get to spend Easter with my kid, for the day of. Like,
it's just going to be weird.
I'm like, come watch mommy win a bid. Easter Sunday.
It's going to be interesting because, ASICS usually has so many trickle-down bids because it's the last qualifier.
Correct.
Now it's like right in the middle.
Well, now you just have to perform your best, and I'll let the region take its region's course throughout the rest of the season. But
so I'm going to have to learn.
Basically, finish first.
I'm going to have to learn how all these trickle-downs work in regionals because, it's never really, it's always been the last qualifier. So,
well, now it's like if they get a bid, then their bid goes back to their region.
Yeah. So anyway, hopefully we already have our bid, and so we don't have to worry about it. But it will be.
Yeah, we're gonna win.
It's going to be very interesting where we're going to go. We haven't really decided. I almost can tell you, but not quite yet. But it'll be fun.
Can you give me like an exciting, not necessarily my teams, but like.
Well, we're trying to do Boston.
Okay, that's a good one. I've always heard.
Philly is going to be tricky. I want to do Philly, but I've still never been to Philly for the tournament. I've been to the city, but never the tournament.
I've been there twice for a tournament.
Yeah, Kansas City is very likely, and I love Joe's Barbecue. That was your recommendation.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Joe's Barbecue is where it's at.
I saw Patrick Mahomes' brother there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's probably picking up their food.
Yeah. I've had dreams about it. I'm not going to lie. It's that good.
I'm a little upset with Davis, though, because when he went last time, he was supposed to bring me back something he didn't. I thought it was really rude, but it's okay.
Yeah. Well,
he probably did bring it and just ate it.
I did. It would have never made it. It would have never made it.
He just ate it on the plane. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. But anyway, so
those are
we're
cool. Any like super out west?
We're debating. There's Vegas. It's just so expensive.
Yeah.
It's so expensive. And then there's Spokane, Washington, which I would love to do that one, but it's so far.
You have to like leave earlier.
Yeah. And like Reno, as we found with the 18s, Reno is just so difficult to get in and out of. Like it's like Fernando had to take 2 stops and flew through the night to come back. It was rough. It's a little tiny city. It's the biggest little city in America.
Where you want to try some of these,
we still can't do Dallas because Dallas is all spread out. So there's not as many options as I'd like. I'm still kind of rooting for Vegas, but it's hard to justify just because the expenses and when it is and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, we will see. And St. Louis is another possibility too.
St. Louis.
But for youngers, not for yours. That's the youngins. St. Louis becomes Indianapolis when they get older.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
okay.
Same tournament. Anyway.
Well, I'm down for any of those places. So.
Yeah. All right. So we have now come to the part of the program where I'm gonna speak my mind about what has happened during this offseason. I don't
care what you guys think.
Yeah. So
I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna start out with the statement of I don't want it to seem like I'm against recruiting because I am okay with recruiting. All right. I'm okay with other clubs recruiting. I'm okay with us recruiting, even though we really don't recruit a whole lot. I'm okay with it. However, what does bother me is the unbelievable amount of in-season recruiting and the blatant in-season recruiting.
Yeah.
Where we have kids, not just our club, other clubs too, but there's kids that have already decided where they're going to go next year, and we're sitting in early March. And they've already told their teammates, the parents have already told the other parents that they've already gone elsewhere because this club has been after them. There's wild. So many things. There's so many things wrong with that. So I'm actually I'm actually trying to be in communication with the Florida region, the board at the Florida region, to try to put some kind of rules in place where you can't, the clubs can't have contacts, can't offer commitments and things like that. Now, it's going to be difficult, and I know I'm never going to stop recruiting. I'm not going to be, teams are still going to do it.
Yeah.
But it's so blatant. I mean, we have, Instagram DMs, we have, screenshots of the text messages. There's so many other things that are happening. Like, you can get into this school if you come to our club for free. Oh yeah, all that kind of stuff.
Like high schools?
Like high schools. Like for 12 and 13-year-old girls.
Oh, you're gonna have to tell me that outside of this.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean but that's been going on for a while, but it's just becoming
wild.
It's becoming more and more blatant that it's happening.
Oh
and
my.
I mean, there's a club passing out business cards at a tournament. Are you kidding me? Like, are we really doing this? Like, how tacky and unethical is that to pass out business cards for your club in the middle of a tournament? Like, let these kids focus on the game and their team.
It's like, hey, how you doing today? Here's my here. Come to our club.
Right. I mean, that's like me going to, somebody's wedding and be like, hey, next wedding, call me. I'll be your photographer.
When you get divorced and engaged again.
Yeah. I mean, it's so tacky. It's just so terrible to do that. And that kind of thing has got to be stopped.
Oh
that kind of thing
that's bad. That's really bad.
It's just got to be stopped. You just can't expect the kid. So let's just say a kid does leave.
Yeah.
It's impossible to expect that kid to give the same effort, to respect the coach the same, because he knows he's not going to be back next year.
Yeah.
And this is my big stand on it. Can't do it in high school.
Correct.
Can't do it in college. So college can't talk to a kid before a certain date.
Yeah.
You would know that as recruiting coordinator, right?
Yep.
Professional sports.
Yep.
You can't have contact with that player until after a certain date.
Mm-hmm.
So why do we allow it in club volleyball? Yeah. It makes zero sense to me that you can do that. There's in no way, shape, or form is it good for the sport.
Yeah.
And if it's not good for it, it means it's bad for it. And if it's bad for it, why are we doing it?
Yeah.
And that's kind of, I understand the direction of youth sports now. And sports in general is everything's a 1-year contract. Some people are just going in saying, we had a parent one year that came to one of our gyms and, we were like, hey, are you playing club? And they were like, no, but we're going to come here next year after that. And I'm like, you haven't even been at your club. Oh yeah, but we're only going to stay here 1 year. Well, that's just wild to me. But but in college it's the same way. Girls are playing 1 year and moving, 1 year and moving, 1 year moving. So I to a point I get it, but in the middle of the season, come on, guys.
Yeah, it's different if parents like ask coaches and stuff like, hey, like, what's the dynamic of your club? Can you share with me how, this team's gonna look? Like, what are your thoughts? Like, what are the team's thoughts? Whatever.
Yeah.
I like, and all jokes aside, I don't think this whole season. I want to say maybe it was like A6 where I started hearing parents asking more about clubs, like, which is okay. That's the last tournament of the year, right?
Yeah.
And we already know, half these girls already know who they're going to try out for by then, which is fine. But to say that you have an offer to play on this exact team before
there's like
even ends, that's wild.
We found out like for one of our teams, one of our players that left, they've had a group chat for 2 months.
Oh,
with the new team. Like,
that's
what, I mean, it's just
that's tough. Like, I'm thinking as a coach's standpoint, right? Like, I want my girls 100% there.
Yeah.
And you guys also have to remember, a lot of these teams sign up for AAUs in the beginning of season, which is a stupid amount of time after the season ends.
Yeah.
These girls that are committing to schools, they're committing to clubs even before the season ends, then not only has to finish the season with them, they're still probably playing their all maybe regular season possibly.
Yeah.
Because especially if they haven't gotten a bid, because they still want that chance. But they're also still thinking like, after a loss, well, this is why I want to go X place. And the minute you think that's going to change your mind and your way of playing, right? Yeah. But these girls, if they're doing that, here comes AAUs, like, Now you're just there just to be there, and
Yeah, you're not fully
anyone.
engaged.
Your body language,
Yeah.
your attitude, that everything is just showing like why.
Yeah.
You know.
And again, I do understand that, like you said, a lot of it is parents reaching out and doing it.
Yeah.
And that's where it's going to get tricky as far as
Mhm.
like, if a parent calls me and talks to me, I mean, it's hard for me to say I can't talk to you. That would be some of the things that have to be ironed out. But for me, the big thing is announcing commitments, starting group chats, messaging, private messaging on Instagram, which you're not supposed to do anyway, but that's another story. Things like that. That's got to be eliminated.
Well, like for instance, like I'm seeing the coach's side of this, right? Let's say coaches started announcing their club
Right.
for the following year.
Yeah. You can't.
And then they're like, oh, and they're gonna stay coach. You want your kid to stay coaching that team,
exactly.
Knowing like
exactly.
you know what I mean.
And we've talked about this before. When a coach tells a club, "I'm going to a new club,"
yeah.
As a director, you very rarely do you have any other option but to let that coach go.
Correct.
I know parents don't understand it, but the coach is not fully engaged. The coach is already thinking about their next step. The coach is going to try to bring those players to them, and they're not going to give it their all.
Yeah, what's the difference of that and a player?
Exactly. It's the exact same thing.
Exactly.
It's the exact same thing. So
it's like a double standard if you don't think of it that
right.
way.
And so that's why I think the rules they've got to be some kind of rule. And I'm not asking for a investigative committee.
Yeah.
There's still going to be some recruiting going on. But when you're passing out business cards and announcing commits in March, April, May, and June, that's got to stop.
Yeah.
Wait till the end of AAUs. Make everybody push their tryouts back a couple weeks. That's fine too. But there's got to be a little bit of time. Let people cool off, decompress. And you really should not be making decisions about what club you're going to go to in March, because the season has ups and downs.
Yep.
Everybody's had moments in their season where I'm unhappy.
Yep.
And other times of the season where we're doing great.
Yep.
Go to the end of the season. Evaluate the season and then make your decision. If you want to go, then you should absolutely go. Nobody's saying that you should have a 3-year contract, but I just don't like the in-season recruiting.
Yeah,
that's my one of my rants.
I can see that. I know. I don't disagree with you, especially when it's like blatant. Like it's wild.
It is wild.
Some of the stories I've heard for club, I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, after the player has recruited, even after a player has signed, you still have to worry about another club coming in and saying, I'll refund you. I'll take their deposit fee off of mine. And so, I mean, you still have to worry about that. Like,
I do miss where tryouts were like in September.
Oh my gosh. I wish we'd do it so. Uniforms is the only reason I like it early.
Yeah.
Just so I know how to order uniforms. But I would sacrifice that
any day
to not have to do it now.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to try out now. Everybody's exhausted.
It's just so yes. I think there should be a date on that. Just like in high school.
Yeah.
You cannot start anything
until a certain date.
July 27th.
Yeah.
We start a regular game 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
Like why is there no set date?
I know.
I
know. Well, it would one of the issues is we have AAU.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
there's AAU and there's USAV, and they would both have to agree. And those two organizations cannot agree. The sky is blue. They can't agree on anything. So they're never. That's going to be one of the issues.
So that's the problem. I didn't know it needed to be both. I would never thought about that.
Because what could happen is you could just say, "Oh, these are AAU tryouts." But I still believe there's a way. I still believe there's a way around it where you can say, "Well, you're a USAV club, so you cannot have tryouts."
Yeah.
Period. But that's going to take a little bit of work.
Or like if those are the girls. No, I don't like that.
Yeah.
I see that now.
Yeah, so we'll have. I mean, it definitely can be done. It's going to take a little bit of work from the region. It's going to take.
Let the region. Give me a call. I'm not going to share my number, but you can call Davis and you want someone.
So yeah, I'm gonna. But I am talking to the head. He's actually listened well. He actually in a lot of ways has agreed. It's just more so. The rule sounds great. But even I'll admit the execution is going to be difficult.
Yeah.
How are we going to enforce it? How far are we going to go? Like I know I'm not asking for an investigative panel.
Yeah.
It's not that. I don't want it to be that. It doesn't need to be like that, but just not this bad.
Yeah.
So that's my thing. All right. So while I'm at it, let's talk about something else that it's starting to bother me.
It's an episode about what's bothering
Davis. Yeah, and among other things. And again, I want to be clear on this. I love club volleyball. I really do, and I love. There's so many good people in club volleyball. I'm friends with other club directors. You know, some of these kids that are in our not in our club, still care about them. Even the ones that leave us, still care about them deeply. And I realize that everybody leaves because they think it's for the best for them, and everybody, everybody is looking out for their best interest, and that's perfectly fine. I think one of the problems that I have is there are some club volleyball has become such a big business, right? There's so much money in it now, and so when you do that, you have some clubs have learned sales techniques that are going to help them provide sales and get what they want, and
certain catchy phrases, words,
a little bit of everything, but different ways to do it. But like basically, there's what you want to hear and what's the truth. Sometimes those two things are the same thing.
Yeah.
But a lot of times they're not. And one of the things about us that I think is the number one reason why we lose the kids, a lot of the kids that we lose, is because we refuse to tell you what you want to hear. And instead, we're going to tell you the truth. Yeah. And that gets us in trouble sometimes because people don't want to hear it.
Yeah, the truth hurts.
The truth does hurt. I get it. I totally understand.
But they can't say, like, we were lying to them or we didn't,
right.
We steered them in the wrong direction. We never did that. Yeah.
We've told the story.
I'd rather have that dignity than lying.
We've told stories in the past where, we've told a player, look, you're not going to be a setter at this level.
Yeah.
Player says, yes, I am going to go somewhere else. They go somewhere else. Next thing you know, we see them, and what are they doing? They're playing DS at another club. Yeah. And so we lost them, but we ended up being right.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of the way things go. One of the things that there's a couple I call them cons. One of the biggest cons in volleyball is we got to play open. We got to play open. Now again, open, when I say playing open, I'm talking about playing open in qualifiers, right? Playing open in Gasparilla is not the same as playing open in Big South. Totally different
sure?
thing. Yes. Most players can play open in Gasparilla and be okay.
Yeah.
Open in qualifiers.
I know.
Come on.
You're telling me A5 is not going to Gasparilla?
Right. Yeah.
Come on.
So we've lost some kids this year and in the past because they say, well, we're going to play open. We're going to go play, open. So here's my thing. If you're 5'4" and you're 16 years old and you're touching 8'9", and you're right side, how in the world are you going to block someone who's 6'1" touching 10 feet on the outside? Like, what are you going to do?
You're not going to do anything.
You're not going to, and you're going to get the people behind you hurt.
Yeah.
And it's just not, this is my equivalent. I can play LeBron James one-on-one every day, and I will never be able to play LeBron James one-on-one. Every day will just be heartbreak and pain for me.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean that I'm not good at basketball. It doesn't mean that, I should quit.
Yeah.
It just means I'm not at that level. And everybody wants to be open, but open is rough, man. If you're not a great team, open is tough.
Oh,
it is
extremely
completely demoralizing if you're not at that level.
Yeah, I remember when I coached 18s on one year. It's not that we weren't open team. We had open level players, but not everyone was an open level player. And the girls that weren't, they did everything they could, and there, and that year everyone wanted to, right?
Yeah.
And we did it, right? Because we wanted to, we had to, right? And it was great. And the girls did keep up playing. And that was a team that was better than most 18s.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you have a Division I setter. You had several Division II. Everyone on that team signed.
Everyone signed somewhere.
Yeah.
But we just did not have the height. That was the problem. We didn't have the height. We still had talent. They were, like you said, they were still great players. But when we would lose or we would make it far or whatever, we would get crushed. And, and that's just, I'm like, you just gotta watch your face at this point, or you gotta do this. We can't stop someone that's 6'5" over there that's signing to University of Florida and Kentucky and all these places, whatever. It's not gonna happen.
No, and
it's not.
And there's nothing wrong. I mean, again,
nothing wrong with
we've had a bunch of Division I signees. Correct. And they haven't played open. I mean, only one of them has actually played in open.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, we had 2 this year. Yeah. They played in American and Liberty, and 2 Division I signees. You know, we had another libero signed D1 on our 2s team, played nothing but American. Yeah, and we've had. I mean, it's just not the case. It's just
you have to have the team for it.
Absolutely,
you just have to.
And it's I always think it's funny. That people think that a coach, because the argument is going to be, well, if you play open, there's going to be coaches there watching you. Yeah, but they're not watching you. They're watching the person that's slamming the ball on your head.
You still got to do your part to stand out on the court.
Yeah. And I mean, I remember, Jordan Bird. Remember her? She played. I can't remember the name of the club. I want to say it was one of the Sarasota clubs. Okay. That she played for. And she was 6'4", 6'5", and she played. I mean, the team, everyone on her team was a foot shorter than her. Yeah. Not a good team. I want to say they played Liberty or USA, and even at that, not getting bids. But you could walk by her court and just glance and be like, okay, that's a Division I player. Yeah. She signed with Texas on a full scholarship. Yeah. It's just, that's what, I mean, I always tell people, go look at your dream school's roster. If your dream school is University of Florida, go look at their roster. Go look at their front row. Look at how tall they are. Look at what they touch.
Yeah. And we're not saying short people can't, but it's the touch.
Pretty
it's
tricky.
The reach.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
all of that. Like,
they don't have 5'5" outside hitters. Yeah. They don't. Yeah, yeah. And if they do, she touches 10'5".
She's jumping her height.
Right. They just don't have it, and that's okay. Yeah. And so.
No, I get it. I get your.
Yeah. That's my thing is. If that's what you want, just be careful what you ask for, because it could be very demoralizing to lose all those games unless you're being competitive. Yeah, And the problem is most people don't know what competitive is, and by the time you realize you're not competitive, it's too late. Yeah, you're already signed up and you're stuck, and then you just have a whole year full of getting your brains beat in. Yeah, and that's just not going to be fun. And I don't think that's good for their growth. I don't think it's good for their love of the game. And, I feel bad for those kids, because it's not, open is not all that it's cracked up to be.
Yeah. You want to be where you're going to be coached. You want to be a club that's going to coach you, that's going to put you in the best situations. If you see that you're capable and able to do that because you have the girls and you have the talent, then great. But if not, don't put them in something that, like as a director or as a coach, it's not going to benefit them. Yeah. At the end of the day, it's what's good for the girls. And
and again, like, talking about our 18s team this year, they played Liberty and American. Yeah. The year prior, they started out playing in open, and we realized this is a bad idea. Yeah. It was completely uncompetitive for them. It wasn't good. None of them were getting calls from coaches. Yeah. Even though the coaches were on the court. Again, they're not looking at them. Yeah. Penn State's not looking at us. It's just not the way it works. So we moved them down. That's when the coaches started calling, because that's when you have coaches that are actually at that level. Yeah. And a coach is going to find you. Yes, Jordan Bird had coaches watching. Coaches are not so ignorant where they can't, they're not going to find you if you're not playing an open. Yeah. That's just not the case. And so, anyway, just one more little complaint, and then my next big con is similar, is you can only play for your, for certain schools if you go to Club X, right? This club is the only one that's going to get you there. Complete nonsense. That it's all about your talent.
Yeah. That one cracks me up.
Yeah. It's all about your talent. Coaches could care less what the jersey says.
That makes me laugh, because as someone that helps with the recruitment of players and the conversations I get to have as college with coaches and stuff, or what they're looking for. And I've talked to quite a few coaches, especially on the sideline in tournaments. They're going to find you.
They're going to find you.
they are absolutely going to find you, and they're going to probably be at the spot where you probably fit the best too.
Yeah.
And I just,
I'll give you a perfect example. When Kennedy Reed joined us,
Yes.
she jumped into AAUs. She did not do one thing for recruiting. She wasn't signed up with Sports Recruits or NCSA or anything. She just basically showed up, played for us at, I think we were, whatever division we were in.
I think we were USA.
Yeah. And then she was getting Division I emails right away.
Yeah.
Like right away.
It's going to happen. They're going to find you.
They're
guys.
going to find you.
They're going to find you.
Unless you're hiding. And even then they're going to find you.
Yeah.
Like
they're going to find you.
I could drop in. If we had a 6'4" outside, I could drop her on our 17 fours and a coach would find her.
Yeah.
It's just that they're going to find you.
They're going to read the room. They're going to see it.
Absolutely.
I even old player of mine, Zoe Evans. Do you remember her?
Mm-hmm.
We played American.
That's right. You did.
We played American. The girl went to Arkansas.
And started.
And started.
And played.
And played on one of their best teams in a long time.
Yeah.
They're going to find you.
They will find you.
They will find you.
They're not stupid. There's a reason. They're really good at volleyball and seeing talent.
They're even better at finding it.
Yeah. If they weren't, they would be. What are you doing to your microphone?
I'm it's just not my neck hurts. There's something messing with it. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get comfortable.
You over here. You want to just take it off and hold it?
Yeah, I'm literally considering it. You see me in my neck? I'm like, oh my God.
I'll get you a headset like Janet Jackson or something, Jeez. I'm like, what is she going to break our microphone over here?
I'm sorry, guys.
Anyway, sorry. Anyway, they will totally find you.
Now that I think about it, we played American with her.
You did. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, top talent's going to stand out no matter what. Yeah. And coaches are looking at certain things. A lot of it is just
and a
size,
lot of it too is the girls' part in their recruitment process.
Yeah.
You got an email. You know how to send an email.
Yeah.
Reach out to the coach.
They're all reachable.
Yes.
You can get in touch with any college coach you want. It's not that hard.
My favorite thing is, Coach, why don't I have colleges reaching out? Well, what are you doing for colleges to reach out? Yeah. Well, what do you mean? And it's like, no, I get it. Yes, college coaches do come, but there's also other tournaments happening throughout the whole year and some at the same exact time.
Yeah.
Where they're not always going to be there, right? We're in the South. We have a lot more Southern schools at ours than we probably have Northeast schools.
Right.
It's just things like that too. I'm like, you guys got to be aware, and you've got to do your part too.
Yeah. Well, and I think a lot of players probably feel like, well, instead of having to send emails and do this work, I'll just go play open and then they'll just be there. No, you still, that's not really.
Yeah.
Again, yes, if you're 6'3" and touching 10'4", yes, that'll work.
Yeah.
But if you're not, which most players, especially in Florida, are not, because we don't have too many 6'4" girls in Florida.
Yeah, we're not Texas.
We're not, Nebraska, those kind of places. So if you don't have, just do your job, do your email, send your emails, do what you got to do. You're going to get recruited no matter what club you play for. If you can play. Coaches are very good at their job. That's why they have that job.
Yeah.
And so they will find you. Stop running away stop trying to get to a certain club because you think that's the only way it's going to happen.
Yeah.
But truth of the matter is, until people stop leaving to go to certain clubs, it's going to continue to happen.
Yeah, the trend's always it's going to stay that way.
Yeah, and so it's just kind of the way it goes, and we just have to on our side, we just have to keep trying our best to develop kids, hoping they'll stay and go through the process. But it's very tricky. And again, going back to the whole in-season recruiting, it's very tricky when other clubs are recruiting your kids in the middle of the season and you have no idea. You're just trying to develop them, and you're just trying to, have a good season and work hard, and
That's unfair to the other girls on the team too, so that are not doing that.
It is. But other than that, it's great. Everything is great for volleyball. No.
David's like, on that note, I got to vent, so I feel better.
And again, I love the sport.
Yeah.
For me, though, when I can see something that I know is harming the sport, it's not good, I'm going to speak out. And so hopefully things do get better. Hopefully people start to realize some of these things, and, it is a business and people are trying to sell you. So just hopefully parents will be smart about it. Kids will be smart about it. And, and make the best decision.
Yeah.
And not be influenced by, false promises and that kind of thing. So anyway, sounds like a good way to finish up.
I love it.
Right. So we are gonna get out of here. Just keep in mind we're in the off season right now. Not a ton going on.
Correct.
We're gonna, some of us got high school jobs to do and things like that. So we'll probably pop in.
If you guys didn't know, Davis is becoming a head coach for a high school here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Which one?
Well, you're the one who has to share the news.
Yeah, right.
So, take your vote on where you think Davis is going to be coaching high school. They're going to say, I'm not going to say. I don't want to be mean and be like,
listen, no way.
School of Davis.
I have coached basketball every year around this time. Well, I guess, October, November. I'm not going to do it anymore. I don't think I can do it anymore. I need this time off to kind of do all my work and I will not be coaching high school anything. I can tell you that.
I love that. Good for you.
Yeah, but I'll be coming out watching you guys, watch your team.
It should be fun.
Yeah,
it should be a fun season.
And like I said, we'll pop in and out periodically, but we'll definitely be back next year. So we will talk to you soon.
Bye.